Have you ever begged the universe for a sign? Whispered to the sky in the middle of the night, "Why isn't anything changing?" Even after you've done everything, the affirmations, the rituals, the visualizations, but the silence keeps echoing back. You're not alone in that ache. So many of us are taught that transformation comes from effort, that if we just do more, we'll finally arrive. But what if that belief is the very thing blocking the shift? Carl Jung, the soul mirror of modern psychology, suggested something deeply counterintuitive, that real change begins not with striving, but with surrender. What you resist persists. What you force fractures. This isn't a video about doing more, it's about becoming more. And sometimes that begins with doing absolutely nothing. Before we go further, take a breath, and if you feel a pull toward deeper truths, subscribe to Deep Psyche for a reflections like this one. Now let's begin. In today's world of relentless advice, hustle more, think, positive, act now, we're rarely told the truth, that healing doesn't come from controlling life, but from listening to what life is trying to tell us. Jung believed the unconscious is always trying to communicate with us, but the problem is, we rarely slow down enough to hear it. You might say, "I want love," but somewhere beneath the surface, a quieter part of you still whispers, "I'm not worthy." The world responds not to our words, but to our energy. Until you make the unconscious conscious, Jung said, it will rule your life, and you will call it fate. So instead of trying harder to fix what feels broken, what if you asked, "What part of me believes I am not already whole?" That's when real transformation begins, not by changing your life, but by changing how you see yourself. We often mistake life's delays for rejection. But what if the universe isn't denying you? It's mirroring you. You might be doing the rituals, saying the affirmations, but if your nervous system is soaked in fear, your energy speaks louder than your words. You're not being punished, you're being reflected, and the mirror doesn't lie. True alignment isn't something you fake, it's something you feel. And it begins the moment you allow yourself to be fully present. That means slowing down. That means doing nothing intentionally. Doing nothing isn't laziness. It's radical trust. It's saying to the universe, "I am no longer begging, I am becoming." This is the path of individuation, Jung's term for the process of becoming whole. Not perfect, whole. Wholeness doesn't come in the frenzy of fixing. It comes in the silence between the efforts, when your soul finally has space to breathe. Letting go isn't giving up, it's giving in to the deeper wisdom already alive inside you. If this reflection is opening something in you, pause for a moment. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to Deep Psyche. This space is here to remind you of what you've always known, but may have forgotten. Now, here's where the shift truly begins. When you finally stop forcing, when you sit in stillness long enough, nothing happens. No miracle, no voice in the clouds, just quiet. Jung called this the creative void, the space where the old self has died, but the new self has not yet arrived. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like failure. But this space is sacred. It's where your ego lets go and your essence begins to take root. Most people run from this stillness, mistaking it for stagnation. But in truth, this is the space where everything begins to rearrange. Your nervous system is recalibrating. Your energy is realigning. Your psyche is preparing to receive the very thing you used to chase. This isn't the end. This is the womb of your becoming. Jung's greatest insight wasn't about fixing the self, but remembering the truth beneath the noise. You were never meant to chase your worth. You were meant to remember it. The healing, the love, the clarity, they're not things you earn, they're things you return to. So stop, breathe, let go. Let the version of you that once chased dissolve, and watch what happens when you finally allow life to catch up to your stillness. You don't have to try so hard to be enough. You already are. This journey isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to the one you were before the world told you who to be. Let the silence speak. Let the mirror show you what was always there. Because the truth is, you already are what you've been searching for. If this message spoke to something real inside you, comment below, "I choose alignment." Let others know they're not alone in this becoming. And remember, deep psyche is not just a channel. It's a mirror, a sanctuary, a place to remember who you truly are. Until next time, stay soft, stay still, and trust. Sometimes doing nothing is the most powerful thing you'll ever do.